You don't want to check his phone again. You hate that you still do it. But the second he walks out of the room, you feel that pull like you have to. Like your body won't relax until you know what's there. And honestly, you're exhausted. You tell yourself you're not looking for a fight. You're not trying to catch him doing something. Not really, although, let's be honest, part of you still doesn't believe the full story. You just want the anxiety to stop. You want the obsessive thoughts to turn off. You want to feel like you're not losing your mind every time his phone lights up. And more than that, you want to feel close again, safe, desired, connected. You want to stop pretending that everything's fine while silently spiraling inside. You want the kind of marriage where you don't have to be on guard all the time. Hi, I'm Soraya Bastian. I'm a yoga therapist and neurosomatic specialist, and I help married women rebuild love, intimacy, and trust after infidelity by healing the emotional trauma that's keeping them stuck. And today I want to talk about the one thing no one else wants to admit: why you keep checking his phone even when you swore you wouldn't. You've probably tried to stop. You've made promises to yourself. You've deleted the screenshots, told yourself you're done. You even tried the "I'm just going to trust him now" approach. Not because you believed it would fix things, but because he told you that was the problem. He told you to stop looking. He told you to just trust him. He told you that your snooping was what was ruining your marriage. That if you could just stop checking, everything would be fine. But nothing's worked. Because the second that tension hits your chest, the second something feels just a little off, your brain starts screaming. Check, just check. Then you'll know, then you'll feel better. And for a moment, you do. That quick glance gives you relief, a rush of certainty, a second of peace. But then the panic comes back, louder, faster, stronger. And what makes it even harder? You're constantly stuck in that limbo. Is this real? Am I sensing something? Or is this just trauma? You start questioning your own intuition. You don't know if you're picking up on a red flag or reacting to an old wound. And his words confuse you even more because you can't tell if he doesn't want you to look because he's still hiding something or because he's actually doing the work and is exhausted from being watched. You're stuck in this unbearable in-between where nothing feels safe and nothing feels clear. Here's the truth. You're not dealing with a trust issue, you're dealing with a trauma response. This isn't about willpower or self-discipline. This is your body trying to keep you safe in the only way it knows how. And until you heal that response at the root, the cycle won't stop. After betrayal, your nervous system gets stuck in hypervigilance. It's constantly scanning for threats, even when you don't want it to. And it creates what I call the trauma highway. Anxiety, check his phone. Temporary relief, more anxiety, check again. But what does that anxiety really look like? It's the tight chest, the racing thoughts, the buzzing underneath your skin. It's your stomach dropping when you hear a text ping. It's jumping to conclusions in 0.05 seconds flat. It's not being able to focus on work, on the kids, on anything because your whole system is locked onto one thing. Is he doing it again? And every time you check, you temporarily soothe it, but you also reinforce it. You teach your body, this is the only way I can feel safe. That's how the trauma highway becomes the only road your body knows how to travel. It becomes so ingrained, so automatic, so wired into your daily life that you become a walking embodiment of the trauma you've experienced. It's not just a thought anymore, it's in your posture, your reactions, your habits, your tone, your tension. This is what we call a trauma reinforcement cycle. And trying to willpower your way out of it, that's like trying to build intimacy on a battlefield. You can't, because your body still thinks you're at war. I had a client tell me, I kept checking his phone because I thought if I could just catch it before it happened again, maybe it wouldn't hurt so bad. That one hit differently because what she was really saying was she was trying to protect herself from future pain, and all it did was keep her stuck in constant suffering. She was suffering while waiting, and if something did happen, she'd suffer all over again. That's what this does. It keeps you living in a state of suspended dread, always watching, always preparing, never resting. You're not obsessed. You're not broken. Your nervous system is doing exactly what it's wired to do, protect you. But here's the problem. That protection, it's keeping you from that one thing you actually want, connection. Real, honest, intimate connection. The kind where you feel safe enough to put the phone down. Safe enough to trust yourself again. Safe enough to rebuild something real. The kind of connection where you're not performing trust, you're actually experiencing it. And it starts the moment your body believes it's no longer in danger. That's why in Beyond Breath, we don't just talk about rebuilding trust, because telling you to just trust again doesn't work when your body still feels unsafe. Instead, we show you how to retrain your nervous system out of the trauma loop. So instead of checking his phone to feel okay, your body finally learns how to calm itself down without needing constant evidence, reassurance, or control. What does that actually look like? Well, that means not spiraling every time his phone lights up. It means being able to sit next to him without decoding every word, every pause. It means having space in your mind again for joy, for creativity, for connection. You stop checking to feel safe because you already feel safe in yourself. And that's when everything shifts. You stop needing his constant reassurance. You stop checking the phone. You start listening to your gut again and trusting what it says. And that's when connection comes back. That's when love feels real, not forced. That's when you stop just surviving and start reviving your marriage. So if you're ready to finally break the phone checking cycle, if you're ready to stop relying on his phone to tell you you're okay, if you want to rebuild the intimacy, trust, and connection you thought was lost for good, click the link in the description to join Beyond Breath. And if this video spoke to you, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Every week I'm giving you tangible tools to stop spiraling, rebuild connection, and bring love and intimacy back after betrayal. Your marriage deserves more than survival mode, and so do you. You're not crazy, you're not alone, and the cycle can stop. This is the work that makes the difference, not just for your mind, but for your marriage.